So today we are going to be rebuilding our first historic team on NBA 2K21 My NBA, and the team we are rebuilding is the 2017-18 New York Knicks. I thought it'd be fun to rebuild the Knicks pre-Kristaps Porzingis trade to actually build around Kristaps before he requested a trade in the middle of the 2018-19 season. And unfortunately, my game kind of got corrupted when I simulated the first season, and that's why we're at the awards where you can see we finished as the 10th seed, 23rd in the power rankings. I will be going over the roster in a little bit, as Frank Ntilikina was your most improved player. This actually was technically his rookie season. All-NBA first team was Harden, Westbrook, LeBron, Giannis, Drummond. Second team was Curry, Lillard, Kristaps, AD, and Cat. Shout out Kristaps being there. And then third team, you had Blake, Kawhi, Booker, Paul George, and Marc Gasol. But yeah, this is like a good roster. Like, it's an accurate roster. The only thing that is wrong is the contracts, and a little bit of the ages are off as well. It's weird because I don't know if you guys have this problem on 2K21, but if you go to the feature 2K share tab, there's a lot more rosters to download from right there, and a lot of good ones that you can't seem to download on 2K21 My NBA in the My NBA section when you try to download a roster. I don't know why that's a thing, but if you know why, let me know down below. Also, if you know any good rosters for Xbox Series X, let me know down below, because if you want to see more historic rebuilds, maybe once a week, drop a thumbs up on this video. If you guys get like 2,000 likes on this video, I'll be doing historic rebuilds pretty consistently, and maybe the 2000 franchise can come back. So yeah, this was pretty much the roster. Like, at this point, it was Kristaps and Frank Ntilikina. Frank Ntilikina being their 2017 draft pick in his rookie year, and then Kristaps being their 2015 pick. They didn't have a 2016 first round pick. They ended up bringing back like Tim Hardaway Jr. They brought in like Doug McDermott in a trade that year. They have Kyle Quinn, Emmanuel Mudiay. They also brought in a trade. Actually, no. Wait, so this roster is not technically right, because Doug McDermott was traded this season to Dallas because Emmanuel Mudiay was traded in a 3-team deal that I believe involved Devin Harris. Okay, well, year one doesn't even matter that much. This is mainly just us building around Kristaps and maybe Frank Ntilikina. It is unfortunate that the rosters are kind of messed up, or excuse me, the contracts, because we're going to have to pay Frank a little bit of money in the offseason if we want to keep him, and we're already paying Kristaps his max deal a year earlier. But I guess it does save us in the fact that we're not paying Tim Hardaway Jr. or Courtney Lee a lot of money at all. And you know who else is on this team that just retired in real life? Joakim Noah, and it's nice that he's only on a one-year deal worth about like 1.6 mil. So we'll see who wins the 2018 NBA championship, which was the Warriors over the Cavs, and this time the Raptors, with DeMar DeRozan being the Finals MVP, beat the Thunder, who had Westbrook and Paul George. That was Paul George's first year, I believe, on the Thunder, and they lost to Utah in round one to a rookie, Donovan Mitchell. So player retirements: Chandler, Haslam, Barea, and Allen. It's funny because like a bunch of these guys are still on rosters in real life. So I guess what we'll do is replace this draft lottery to revert to the 2018 system, because it's still the 2018 system for one more year, and then next year we'll change it to the 2019. So it's looking like, oh, we're going to have the 13th pick. In real life, the Knicks end up with Kevin Knox. I was hoping to end up with somebody a little bit better, and I don't know. Like, this is a loaded draft class. Hawks get 1. Will they take Luka? Mavericks at 6. I don't know if Trae Young will fall to them. Grizzlies actually picked 4 in real life. Kings picked 2 in real life, so we'll see if they stay there. It ends up Bulls getting the number 1 pick. They had 7 in real life. The Hawks at 2. Heat at 3. They, I believe, made the playoffs this year, or at least they didn't have a lottery pick from what I can recall in the 2018 draft. And I don't even think they had their first round pick. So we'll go here to staff signing. Thibodeau is the head coach, but Thibodeau, I mean, we could just act like, he was the Timberwolves coach then. We do have Mike Woodson. So what I'm going to do is fire Devin Thomas, and we are going to fire Tom Thibodeau just because he's not really the coach. We could go a different route with like Mike Brown. I doubt Rick Carlisle would want to come to the Knicks. I mean, we could look at Jeff Hornacek and make him the long-time coach, or I guess the long-term coach. I don't know why I said long time. So yeah, he's currently an assistant coach for the Rockets. Let's hope they don't block him and we can sign it, and they block him. Okay, so what we're going to do is just end up signing Lionel Hollins. Maybe will they block him? Oh my God, they block him. Okay, everybody's getting blocked out here. What about Kenny Atkinson? Can he save the Knicks before he saved the Nets? And we do get Kenny Atkinson to be the Knicks' next head coach. Very nice. So yeah, in the 2018 class, let's see who we're mocked to take here in the first round. Like I said, the Knicks had the 8th pick in this draft. Or did they have 9? No, I think they had 9 in this draft. So if we take a look at the mock drafts, let's see who's projected to go to 9. Or excuse me, no, we have 13, or we have 12. Wait, where the hell are the Knicks in all this? Wait, we ended up with 4? I didn't even realize we moved up in the lottery. What? Oh my God. Let's go. I didn't even realize that. You guys were like mad. Like, you don't see the Knicks at 4 as I was reading off the top 3 as well. How did I not notice that? Oh my God. Let's freaking go. We're going to get a stud on the team to pair with Kristaps and maybe Frank. Oh my God. All right. In a perfect world, so there's a couple players that I would love to get here. The 3, I mean, Luka would be a dream, but I doubt he falls to 4. Aiden would be nice, and Aiden Kristaps front court. Trae Young would also be nice, and I don't think Jaren Jackson Jr. fits well with Kristaps, so it's going to be either Shea, Trae, Lay, or Day. It could be Shea, Trae, Dre, or Luka. Those are pretty much the 4 guys I would take, so we'll see kind of how the top 3 unfolds. So Luka does go number 1 as expected. DeAndre Ayton goes 2 to the Atlanta Hawks, so we're either going to end up with Trae Young or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, whoever the Heat don't take. And it's going to be interesting if the Heat take, like, Jaren Jackson Jr., because now we have a couple options on who we want to take. Is it going to be Shai, or is it going to be Trae? And I think Shai kind of could fit as a 2, but that's if I'm actually envisioning Frank Ntilikina as our franchise point guard. But I honestly wouldn't mind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander anyway, who's kind of down a little bit here. But yeah, he's 6'5". I'm going to take Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to be our franchise point guard or shooting guard. We don't really know at the moment. But yeah, I'm happy with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We ended up with the better Kentucky player than who the Knicks originally took at 9. And then obviously in the second round, the Knicks ended up with Mitchell Robinson. I highly doubt he is here at the moment. If we go to centers, yeah, he is not here. There's a couple interesting names, like Kendrick Nunn is put in this class. Okay, Javon Carter, even though he was an undrafted guy. I do want to see where Mitchell Robinson ended up going. He went 16th to the Charlotte Hornets. So the best player available is Hyre Smith is there, Jacob Evans. I wouldn't mind Bruce Brown or Landry Shamet. Alonzo Cheers there, Josh Okogie. All right, so it's between Bruce Brown or Landry Shamet. I'm going to take Landry Shamet due to maybe his shooting ability could be nice for us down the road since I'm not bringing back Doug McDermott. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a 73 overall. Shamet's a 71. 73 is a little bit low for Shai, but I guess that is fine with me. The free agency class will look a little bit different than what it was in 2018 when the top guys were like LeBron, DeMarcus Cousins. Honestly, forget who else was there. I think Paul George was technically there because he was on a 1-year deal. Yeah, it wasn't a great free agents class from what I remember, but we're going to give Frank the qualifying offer. Oh, okay, so like DeMarcus Cousins is here as a 91 overall. Marcus Gasol's here. DeRozan. Okay, so a couple of the contracts are actually correct, which is nice because I believe Blake Griffin, he got paid the year prior from the Clippers, I believe in the 2017 offseason. And then they ended up trading him there. But we got like Jason Terry and Marcus Aldridge. Okay, like Victor Oladipo, Dwayne Wade. So there's a couple big names here. So looking at the roster at this current moment, I'm going to trade away Doug McDermott to the probably Indiana Pacers, who of course didn't offer me a deal. But I know you would give me a first round pick, Indiana, because this is not going to be too much of a realistic rebuild. So yeah, give me your 2022 first for Doug McDermott, seconds, and you'll give me another first. 2K, I mean, I love how dumb you are sometimes. So, I mean, we could look to get that center next to Kristaps. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys under contract. I mean, Frank will be 6, but I don't really want to rely on Trey Burke. I mean, Kawhi Leonard would be very nice, but he's getting looked at by a bunch of guys. Chris Paul would also be really cool to get, but we have Frank. I know I should actually resist getting Chris Paul because of Frank Ntilikina, but like Shai as well. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins is somebody we could go after, and I think I'm gonna. I mean, I might wait till next year to go after somebody, though. Yeah, we could always wait till next year. So, I mean, Victor Oladipo would be nice. We do need a small forward. I could look at Luol Deng. I'm sure you didn't appear, or you didn't think he'd appear in this video. So we're going to give Luol Deng a 1-year deal just to be our starting small forward. Our starting center, I mean, Dwight, 33-year-old Dwight, we can give him a 1-year shot. So we'll give out 2 1-year contracts to Dwight Howard and Luol Deng. We will renounce the rights on everybody else here and hopefully not have to renounce it on Frank Ntilikina, and we don't have to. Sweet. So yeah, we're going to do that. And then I'll pay Frank Ntilikina. How much is he asking for? Please don't tell me a lot. He wants 17 mil. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. I mean, he had a pretty, like, not a great year. So 17 mil, it seems like a lot. So we're going to see if we're going to get Frank back on the qualifying offer, and it's looking like that is the case. Kawhi goes to the Pistons. Did Blake go back to the Pistons? No, he goes to the Mavericks. Marcus Gasol and Lowry and DeRozan all back to their teams. Cousins goes to the Bulls. Chris Paul back to the Rockets, correct? Yeah, back to the Rockets. And Frank is going to come back on the qualifying offer. Here's player progression. We'll see what Dwight Howard could do in the Big Apple. Probably not going to work out too well, but it's just a 1-year deal. I mean, I don't expect to be great next year for the 2019 class. Maybe we end up with Zion. Who knows? And Zion and KP would be an interesting front court. I'd obviously just move KP to the 5. I mean, there really wasn't like a great 2018 draft class, or like it didn't have a lot of downloads when I searched it, but like 2019, I don't believe that's what I need. I mean, that is mine, but I'm pretty sure... is that what I need? No, I think that's like the 20... Actually, I have no idea. Is that actually right? It's my own draft class, but this happened like the first week of 2K21 Next Gen, as we have 4... We actually have 9 guys to play, so that is nice. We're going to get Shai up to A+. We're We're going to get Frank Ntilikina up to B+, and we're going to send Kristaps Porzingis to perimeter shooting. So I just don't think that this was a right draft class at all to download. And it was actually. Okay, sweet. So we are going to roll with this 2019 class. We'll revert to the 2019 system when that time comes. Okay, just kidding. We just have a 9-man rotation with a bunch of auto-generated guys. Nice. So can I just sign somebody in free agency that's an actual real player? So yeah, we can sign a bunch of guys actually. We will bring Enes Kanter back. We probably don't have enough. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm not going to be able to afford any of these guys. D. Rose, bring him in. Chris Dunn seems like a good scheme fit, but I'm going to bring in Bismack Biyombo. Can we afford him? Please, Bismack, just accept that. Okay, I just need a backup center. And that's going to be Luke Cornett, who was a Knick anyway, and he will accept that offer. So here's the starting five. Frank Ntilikina, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Deng, Kristaps Porzingis, and Dwight Howard, with a bench of Trey Burke, Damian Dotson, Landry Shamet, and Luke Cornett. So our system proficiency under Kenny Atkinson is 3-star defense. We will stick with that, and I'll see you guys at the end of the year. I don't expect to be better than what we were last year by too much, but maybe we'll make the playoffs, but, you know, I don't have too high hopes on us doing that. So at the end of the 2018-19 season, we ended up where the Knicks pretty much ended up. The worst team in the NBA, thinking, okay, we might get Zion Williamson. Probably not going to happen, though, as Kenneth Faried was your most improved player. Okay, Nick Nurse is your coach of the year. Kristaps might make an All-NBA team because at the trade deadline, he was averaging like 33 points a night. And yeah, he ends up on All-NBA second team, averaging 31.5 points, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks, and shoots 40% from downtown and 80 from the line. And we do get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on our rookie first team. He's up to a 78 overall, even though he did not really play all that well. But yeah, I think the Dwight Howard, Deng experiment just did not work out at all. They didn't even finish top 5 in scoring on the team. So we're going to have a lot to change in the offseason. I mean, Frank shot well from the line and from 3, but he scored 18 points. But this could be Frank's last year. Who knows? Shaman ended up shooting not too well as a rookie. So yeah, the team wasn't very good. We are just hopefully going to get lucky and get Zion Williamson, right? As Luka's helped the Bulls go to the conference semifinals, as the Nuggets win it all, and Jokic is your finals MVP. The Raptors almost went back-to-back. Okay. The Nuggets also have Malcolm Brogdon now, which is pretty cool. They have 2 good guards from the 2016 class in Brogdon and Jamal Murray. You got a couple retirees. Staff retirements, gotcha, league meetings. We are going to just replace this one and make it where the worst 3 teams have a 14% chance at getting the number 1 pick, and we have to approve that. Oh, okay, so the Kings actually finished worse than us, so are we going to drop to 5 or 6? Let's find out. All right, so it's looking like the Houston Rockets are moving up. Just don't show us at 6. Please don't make me fall from 2 to 6, and we fall to 6. I hate life. I hate life. I hate the updated draft odds. All right, so we're going to pick up a pretty good scout. We'll keep Mike Woodson and Johnny Bryant, and I guess we'll keep Caleb Brown. And no, we're going to fire Caleb Brand, and we're going to pick up Owen Masters, and we get all 3 of them. Nice. So NBA draft time, and we have, what, the 6th pick in the draft? I mean, like... Oh, we also have 18 from what? That Pacers trade, right? Okay, so that's pretty nice. We could use those to trade up. I mean, if we look at the mock drafts, Zion 1, Ja 2, who's Boyd Leonard? I guess it's some auto-generated guy that gets in there. Okay. Garland, Brendan Clark, and then there's RJ, Kobe White, Ray Peterson. Okay, Donnie McDaniels, so there's a couple guys in here that are just auto-generated, but I guess it maybe spices it up. I wouldn't mind getting RJ again, but like in a perfect world, I'd probably get Ja. I mean, we could make a trade with the Pelicans, who ended up getting to 2 anyway. 6, 18, and Landry Shamet, who might not even be under contract. Actually, just kidding, he's not even under contract. So we will do, wow, we only have 2 players under contract, and that's Shai and Kristaps. Okay, so I doubt just 18 can move me up 6 spots. Yeah, no shot. What about if I throw in this Clippers top 3 protected first next year? Okay, and I threw in my first in 2025. 4 first-round picks to move up 4 spots. Boom, let's go. We're ending either Zion or Ja Morant. Needed to be done. And Zion goes number 1 as expected. So I'm going to end up with Ja Morant. So we're going to have a Ja Morant and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander backcourt. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think that is actually very nice to have. And then we'll obviously have Kristaps at our 4 or at the 5. This means Frank Ntilikina is most likely gone. I know it's sad, but he's got to go. Ja Morant, 84 overall. You absolutely love to see it. Zion is at 86. We are going to pick up his contract. Obviously. Team player options, Trey Burke opts out. We are going to pick up the team option on Landry Shamet. It's going to be a very good 2019 free agency class. Yes, and we won't have 2 max contracts, unfortunately. We will give Frank the qualifying offer, but I do want to go out there and sign maybe a stud. James Harden, I know it's weird to say we don't need James Harden, but we could use KD a little bit more, so we're going to offer KD a contract, offer him that. We don't really need any point guards since we already have our backcourt. The center market isn't great. The power forward market, I mean, Draymond wouldn't be terrible, but we can wait on Draymond. Kenneth Faried, I don't know why he's 22, but I'm not going to get him. John Collins is now unrestricted. That would be kind of nice. Getting John Collins. I don't think we can get John Collins and KD, but I do want to wait a day to see if we get KD or not. And then if we don't get KD, I'm going to offer Jimmy Butler a deal. And then I'm going to offer also, who else is here that I can make a small forward? Nobody really too good. So, yeah, we'll wait a day, and we get none of them. Oh, that's so annoying. That really is. Oh, no, we do. Let's go. Actually, we do. We just had to scroll down a little bit, and we get Kevin Durant. That is what I'm talking about. We are going to renounce the rights on everybody but Frank Ntilikina. And, I mean, oh, I can't afford that? Really? Okay, so we're going to sign Kevin Durant, and I want to keep an eye on John Collins. Hope he doesn't have any offers yet, and he doesn't. Very nice. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on him, and he has 0 offers after moratorium. Beautiful. So at this current moment, he doesn't have any deals. We would have to clear up $11 million in cap space. That's going to be kind of tough. That's going to be actually virtually impossible. Damn, okay. Because, yeah, we're paying these guys $77 mil. These are getting $16 mil in Landry Shamet. So we do need a center. Or a power forward. I mean, we could bring in Nerlens Noel or, like, I don't know, Montrezl Harrell could be an option. I mean, we could afford Montrezl Harrell, but then, like, the bench is just going to be so bad. Aaron Gordon would be kind of fun, but we really can't afford him. He's going to decline that deal. And then, I mean, there's really no other power forward. So what we're going to do is go out for a center, and I think Montrezl Harrell will probably be the option here. And I don't really... Do I really want him? I mean, Drummond would be great. Valanciunas is all right. I mean, Nerlens Noel... do I want Noel Ibaka? I mean, we could always just sign, like, Montrezl Harrell and trade him. So, yeah, let's see. Do we get Montrezl Harrell? Come on, Montrezl. Just accept my deal. There we go. So, we get Montrezl Harrell, and I think I'm going to trade him. So, we're going to try to trade Montrezl Harrell for Clint Capella. They want to do Landry Shamet, and I get a first. I kind of need Shamet, though. Like, we just don't have any bench players at all, so I'll throw in 2 seconds. Okay. All right. I'll take that first-round pick. I could use that in a trade, I guess, but... Damn, that was probably a bad idea. So, do we have bird rights on anybody still here? No, but if I go to affordable, God, it's not going to end up too well. I mean, like, well, dang, we could bring back... Oh, and we could bring back Dwight Howard? Whoa, that could be huge for trades. So, Dwight Howard, I will give him $24 mil a year, sure. And for Luol Deng, I will also pay him a decent amount of money and hope he accepts that. So, we'll see what happens. They're both mulling. Can we sign both is the question? No, we cannot. So we end up with Dwight Howard, which is fine by me because that adds us a new trade piece. And we're going to trade Dwight Howard to the Kings for Buddy Hield. We're basically swapping first-round picks, but we get Buddy Hield, who's a great 6-man. So at the moment, we just have 6 guys on the roster. Now, if we go to affordable, we could pick up like a DeLon Wright, a Bismack Biyombo. I probably could use a Bismack Biyombo, so we get Bismack Biyombo. We do have a trade exception as well. Do we get... just all minimum contracts. Okay, so can we use Nader to get something good? Like if we trade that Kings first with Abdel Nader, actually, and next year's first round pick with Nader, what could we get? Because we could use the trade exception. Miles Bridges and a first. I mean, I would probably do that trade. Yeah, that looks like, oh, Michael Porter Jr. and a first. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to add the trade exception. So we pick up Michael Porter Jr. So at the moment, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Do we have anybody on the qualifying offers? No. So what can I do here? I don't know. We still have a little bit left of that trade exception. So let me sign Garrett Temple and then use that first round pick we got from the Blazers. Yeah, we'll do that. And Garrett Temple as I need to update the game. And then finally, the 9th man in the rotation could just be like Bryn Forbes. Yeah, it could be somebody. Aaron Holiday. Wouldn't mind him. But I'm going to pick up basically Kevin Huerter, who could just replace Landry Shamet as like our shooter off the bench. And I think we're set to win a championship next year. So player progression, we have KD and KP. Obviously, KD maybe could have been joining the Knicks in real life. Just kidding. That didn't end up happening. He joined the Brooklyn Nets, obviously. So I'm very excited to see a Ja Morant, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, KD, KP, Clint Capella starting 5. I'm going to move Shai to a shooting guard, and we got down with the 2020 class. I guess I'll trust this one. And then for training camps, I do want to send, I don't know, to Untitled Potential, who's not an A+. Shai, Untitled Potential. We could send Clint Capella, who's still only 25 there. And then finally, I'm going to send KP to perimeter shooting. He just averaged 31 points a night. Let's see if he could do somewhat of that again. Probably won't, though, with KP on the team, or excuse me, KD. So here is the 9-man rotation. Josh, Shai, KD, KP, and Capella. And then we got Buddy Hield, Michael Porter Jr., Kevin Huerter, and Bismack Biyombo off the bench. System proficiency is defense, so it'll probably change. It's actually 3.5-star defense. Is anything 4-star? Yeah, we'll just go to 4-star balanced, and we will leave it at that. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. We're 7th in the power rankings. Let's see if we could finally get a championship to the New York Knicks. Okay, I don't know what's up with this roster, but why is Kenneth Faried so good? Why is he averaging 35 points and 11 rebounds? And I don't know, maybe he gets lost in the shuffle. I don't know what's up. But Ja Morant gets Rookie of the Year, 18.5 points, 3 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 55, 37, 82 splits. He was phenomenal for us. Gets it over Zion like he did in real life. Trae Young, most improved. Okay. Maybe I should have took him over Shea. Who knows? James Borrego gets Coach of the Year. Nicholas Babcock, I'm guessing that's Mitch Kupchak, gets Executive of the Year. We'll see if any Knicks make an All-NBA team. And it goes right onto a rookie team as DeMarcus Cousins is there. Do we see any Knicks? No Knicks. I guess KD really didn't help out KP too much. The only thing we got was Ja Morant on all-rookie first team. So taking a look at player stats, KP was our leading scorer with about 25 points a night, 9.5 rebounds, and shot 46% from downtown. Ja Morant, that's Kevin Durant, 22 points, 4.7 rebounds, 5 assists, 52, 44, 93 splits. Ja, 18.5 points, 3 rebounds, 6.5 assists. We already went over his numbers. Buddy Hield, 16 points and 41 from 3 off the bench. Shea, 12.5 points, 7.8 assists, 3.5 rebounds. Still not the most efficient in the world. I'd like for him to be a little bit more efficient. MPJ, no, it wasn't too bad, but a little bit more efficient would have been nice. Clint Capella over 11 rebounds, over a block a night, 50% from the field. And there's Kevin Huerter shooting 33 from 3, and Bismack Biyombo just doing biz thing. So we're taking on the Chicago Bulls with Luka and Lonzo and Zach LaVine, Patrick Patterson, and they have DeMarcus Cousins. They're a pretty good team, actually. Zach LaVine is a beast. Lonzo Ball has been playing pretty well, and then Luka has been pretty freaking good also. They have Otto Porter, Yogi Ferrell, TJ McConnell, and DeLon Wright. Ferrell went to Indiana, right? Yeah, he went to Indiana. Okay, so can we beat them and move on to round 2? We lose game 1 by 6 points. That is tough. Okay, I actually might edit this rotation a little bit. KD fell out in 19 minutes. You just love to see that. So Bismack's going to get 10, Huerter 15, Porter Jr. 19, and then we are going to go 29 to Capella. We'll go 37, 38, 32, 32. Actually, we'll go 31, 33, and we'll see if that changes things around. In game 2, it did make a difference. It actually made things worse as we lose by 30. Just don't go down 3-0, please. Thank you. Okay, that's a massive win. We really need to win this one at the Garden to tie it up 2-2, because if we go down 3-1, I don't feel good about going back. So please win this game. Not a good first quarter, not a good second quarter, not a good third quarter, and we end up losing by 25. Yikes. So game 5, can we pick up the dub here? Oh my god, not a good. I mean, we're tied, so just please come back. Ugh, down by 4, down by 2, or up by 2, excuse me. Up by 7, up by 8, up by 7, up by 5, up by 1, up by 1. Don't blow this. I'm going to just close my eyes and simulate it. Please don't tell me we lost this. We won by 3. Okay, we don't blow it. Come on, KD. I need more out of you. He's been playing good, I guess. How's KP doing in the playoffs? Not the best for what we've known for him to do in this video. Okay, game 6 at home. Can we force a game 7? This would be massive. Not a great first quarter, but a good second quarter. A great third quarter. Let's go. We're forcing a game 7. Yes. Okay, game 7. It's going to be in Chicago in the United Arena. United, I don't know, United Center? I don't know, I think it's one of those, but can we beat them on the road? Not a great first quarter, but we need to come back in the second, and we do! Yes, okay, oh my god, we're up by double digits in the 4th, and we are gonna come back down 3-1, let's go! Let's freaking go, KD drops 31, Hield hits 6 threes, KP, I don't know, he hit 4 threes, Shea with 14 assists, and the Bulls blow a 3-1 lead, and we now have to take on the 8-seeded Hawks as the Hornets ended up losing Kenneth Faried. Like, what? What? I don't know. Is this man who made this roster a huge Kenneth Faried fan? So we're going up against Frank Mason, Bradley Beal, Justin Holiday, Larry Markkinen, and DeAndre Ayton. They got the Arizona front court. They have, UCLA, Florida, and Kansas. Is he UCLA? No, he's Washington. Well, I know because Aaron and Drew went to UCLA, so that's why I said that. Bobby Portis, PJ Washington, Jakob Poeltl, and Davis Bertans. Wait, Justin Holiday really went to Washington? Why did I think he didn't go that? Because I thought he went to UCLA as well as his brothers did. Let me figure this out. Yeah, he went to Washington. Okay, the more you know. You learn something new every day. Game 1, we do beat them in overtime by 3 points. Ja drops 28 and 12, KD with 32. Beal had 48 and 10. Game number 2, we pick up the dub. Let's go by 32 points. And we have a chance to go up 3-0. And that is the case. We got very lucky facing a 8 seed and not having to face whatever Kenneth Faried and what's going on there as we end up sweeping them. That's what I'm talking about. Going on to face the Sixers in the conference finals, who have Fultz, an 87 overall and a stud. Josh Okogie, Ben Simmons, Dario Saric, and Embiid. They have Wendell Carter Jr., Schroeder, Noel, Tower Hero, and Cristiano Felicio. Oh, jeez. Hero actually went 26th overall. What? All right, so game 1 against the Sixers, we win. They are the 2 seed. We won by 2 points. KD with 28, Ja with 22. Porter Jr., 11 points in 19 minutes. All right, please go up 2-0. Yes, let's freaking go. We win by 9. Okay. All right, let's go up 3-0. Boom! Boom, we win by 40 points, and we are going to go to the NBA Finals as we sweep them. We are 8-0 since we are on a 11-game winning streak because we won 3 in a row, and then we just won 8. So we're on an 11-game winning streak going up against the 1-seeded Rockets. Oh, boy, how did they get the first pick? They got Harden, Chris Paul, and they got lucky, and they were able to take Zion. They also have Montrezl Harrell. Oh, boy, I don't like that. Okay, we win game 1, though, by 3 points. All right, we win the close one. Okay, game 2. We win. Oh, my God, we are on a 13-game winning streak. We win in overtime. We win by 3 in game 1 and game 2. You just love to see you winning the close games as we are on a 14-game winning streak going into game 4. Like, we almost lose round 1, and then we just go on a 14, possibly 15-game winning streak. Wow. We are actually going to go on a 15-game winning streak and drop over 160 on the Rockets. Let's get to 170. We do have the ball, so it is possible. KP with 23 and 12. Just him in the Knicks jersey, man. It looks very weird. He's guarded by James Johnson. Okay, he is tired. Let's kick it to KD, who's guarded by James Harden. This should be an easy post fadeaway jumper for KD, and that's not going to go in, is it? Bad shot. KD does have 35, though, and that is Reggie Jackson. Harden with that pretty bad luck 3. He was fading off balance. Let's kick it up to KD. I do want to get like Ja and Shea and Porter Jr. out to Kevin Durant. Over to KP, who's guarded by Chris Paul. This should be an easy post up. And what are we doing? Out to KD for 3. Boom! Hit the 3. Need 7 more points. Shea has 23 and 11 and Ja with 22, 5 and 5. So yeah, we are up by, what is that, 59 points? Or is that 49? That is 49 points. That's actually absurd. Ja, can he get around Chris Paul? He cannot, but he's going to kick it to KP, who's guarded by James Johnson. And okay, we got lucky with the foul there. Shea does have an A three-pointer. Let's see what he can do. Shea catch and shoot. Just kidding, that's not going to work. Over to Capella. That is the last person we need to shoot the ball. Over to KP, who's wide open from downtown. Bang, another green Ruiz. We just need 4 more points to hit 170 here in game 4. And we would end the playoffs on a 15-game winning streak. So I said 15 before, but I was definitely wrong. It had to be 14. But yeah, 15 games. We were up by 50. We're up by 50 freaking points. That is absurd. Shea with the spin move. Oh, you remember that from the Thunder franchise. It's too smooth. We need 1 more bucket to hit 170. Alonzo Trier from downtown. He scores for the Rockets. All right, we can get Ja involved. We've scored with Shea, KP, KD. Let's get Ja to the rim. Go right by Montrezl Harrell. Ja with the and 1, and we top 170. And we win it all. KP is your finals MVP. I mean, he was the main part of this rebuild. So yeah, that is going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching. Drop a thumbs up if you guys want more historic rebuilds, and if you know of any good rosters, please let me know down below. If you guys let me know a bunch of teams we could do, I will probably take like the 5 most popular ones that you guys leave in the comments and put them on the community tab, and you guys can vote on that, which one we will do next. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I love you guys. Drop a like if you want more, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.